Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start exercise 1.2. Question number 1. State whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answers. First part. Every irrational number is a real number. Dear students, as we know, real numbers contain all rational or irrational numbers. Hence, this part is true. Second part. Every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. It is false because we know that number line contains positive integers, negative integers, 0 and all rational or irrational numbers. But in this question, it is saying that every point on the number line is only in the form of root m, where m is natural number. So it is false. Third part. Every real number is an irrational number. Since real numbers may be rational or irrational, hence it is false. Now question number 2. Are the square roots of all positive integers irrationals? If not, give an example of square root of a number that is a rational number. Dear students, we know that all positive integers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. If we will take the square root of these numbers, then we will find root 1, root 2, root 3, root 4 and so on. The square root of 1 will be 1, it will be root 2, root 3 and it will be 2. Hence, we see that the square roots of all positive integers are not irrational because these two part are rationals. If not, give an example of square root of a number that is rational. You can give this example or this example. Since root 1 equal to 1, that is rational, and root 4 equal to 2, it is also rational. Now, question number 3. Show how root 5 can be represented on number line. Dear students, for representing root 5 on number line, there are two methods. Now we are going to start first method. In first method, if we have to represent root 5 on number line, then in first step, first we will draw a number line OX. On this line we will take 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now at point 1 we will draw a perpendicular of 1 unit distance, that is AB. Now join OB. If OA is 1 unit, AB is 1 unit, then by Pythagoras we can find OB equal to root 2. Now taking OB as base, we will draw a perpendicular at OB of 1 unit distance, that is BC. Join OC. If OB is root 2, BC is 1 unit, then by Pythagoras we can find the value of OC, that will be root 3. Similarly, at OC we will draw another perpendicular of 1 centimeter or 1 unit distance. Now join OD, it will be root 4. Similarly, at OD we will draw a perpendicular of 1 unit distance, that will be OE, it will be root 5. Now taking O as center and of radius OE, we will draw an arc which will intersect the given ray OX at point P. Now point P is root 5. By this way we can show that root 5 on number line. It is an answer. Now the second method for representing root 5 on number line. Second method is based on Pythagoras theorem. Dear students, we can write root 5 equal to under root 2 square plus 1 square by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse equal to under root p square plus b square. As you know it is equation number 2. Now comparing equation first and second, h equal to root 5, h equal to root 5 and p equal to 2. P square equal to 2 square, square cancel, it means p equal to 2. Similarly here b equal to 1. Now there will be a right angle triangle whose base will be 1 and perpendicular will be 2. Then its hypotenuse will be root 5. By taking O as center and of radius OB, B will draw an arc which intersect the number line at point P. This point P is root 5. By this way we can show that root 5 on number line. Thank you and have a nice day. Now you can complete your exercise 1.2 in your fair register. Thank you.